Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow.
Good morning. My name is Ernie Gentry. Two other names I go by is Grandpa Ernie or the Balloon Man. My motto is building bridges of peace, one balloon at a time. My oldest son taught me how to do balloons. I've been a member of New Covenant Church, my wife and I, for nearly 30 years. In that time, there's 4 truths that have really impacted my life. First of all, way back, my wife and I got involved with Christian financial concepts, and with the application of that whole ministry, we became totally debt-free in 1995, which meant we could travel the world and not have any debt. The other truth is that Pastor Frank used to bring in prophets, and one of those prophets was a man named Dennis DeGrasse. And he said to my wife and I one time, he said, "You're going to travel the world and you're going to teach children of other cultures." And I looked at my wife afterwards and said, "That's crazy." But that's exactly what's happened. We've been in 31 countries. I've done balloons in 16 of those, and who knows what's next. The other truth is that Pastor Nick said, once in a lifetime, you get an opportunity to be a miracle in somebody's life. And that's what I want to talk about for a little bit. We went to Kosovo 5 years ago, and while there doing therapy, I met a little boy named Javid. Javid had severely club-footed little boy, and I tried to do some things with him. It didn't work. I said to the family, who was very, very poor, I said, "You pray to the God of Grandpa Ernie and we'll see what." They were totally Muslim. Came back, and we live in Canton. I was coming up Cherry Street one day, and God spoke to me definitely. He said, "Ernie, you do this balloon thing all over the world. Why don't you do it at home?" And so that week, 3 opportunities came to do balloons. And when I found out that if you obey what God says, He might speak again. And so I did those 3 events, and pretty soon the doors opened, and in a 2-year period, $20,000 came in for this little boy to have 5 surgery, so that today he gets the opportunity to walk a half-mile back and forth to school. Let me tell you about one of those stories. There's a church south of Canton that invited me to the Vacation Bible School. Last week, they had 173 registered in that Vacation Bible School. They have a project, and Javid, my little boy, was a project for 2 years in a row. The second year, I wasn't even there, but the offering came in. On Thursday night, they have a contest between the boys and the girls, and there was $700 in each. Friday came around, and they took up the offering. And in the boys' side, they dumped it out, and there was an envelope, and in that envelope it said Javid's surgery. They opened up the envelope, and inside was 12 crisp $100 bills. They opened up the girls' side, and there was another envelope, and inside of that was 13 crisp $100 bills. So that meant that $3,300 came in just 1 week for the project. God did it through camps, Vacation Bible Schools, libraries, all over the place. He did it. Look back now and thought, how would I have done it? He did it so different that nobody can duplicate it again. But the little boy is walking today, and just about a year ago now, the missionary there who speaks his language led Javid to a personal faith in Jesus Christ, and he's the only little Christian in that whole village. What the future holds, I'm not sure, but recently, I heard that one denominational leader said that in 10 years, 50% of the churches of that denomination will be closed because they have no children. So what I feel God is leading me to do is be out in the community, whether it's at camps, libraries, churches, wherever it is, of having fun with children, especially it's connected with the church, so they know that in the church they can have a good time and be loved, because in the end, it is all for one.